over the road there is the Queen Mary Falls car park. And Queen Mary Falls is only a few hundred metres away. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Queen Mary Falls Caravan Park and Cabins. G'day everybody, Steve from Mud Ducks Touring Australia with the first in a new series which is going to be called A Look at Campgrounds. This one being the first one is a look at campgrounds. Pretty sure all the others, when I do the intro from here on in, will be another look at campgrounds. I'll give you a quick explanation as to why we're doing this and then I'll take you for a look around this one. As long-time followers of the channel would know, Kara and I are buying a caravan and we will eventually be using caravan parks as well as campgrounds, so I thought why not film the caravan parks as well. On this particular trip we're in a cabin because it's just the way it worked out. We don't have our van yet, but I thought I might as well start filming the caravan parks anyway, so I'll give you a look at it and see what you think. So there's your main roadway. Now, this is all bitumen, of course. We're in a national park, or nearly in a national park. We're in the Main Range National Park in Queensland, which is very close to the Queensland-New South Wales border. Now, that building you're spying through there is the little shop and office area. The time I'm filming this, it's a bit early in the morning for the shop to be open, but you would park somewhere around here and check in. There is a sign here saying check in parking. So just behind the shop is a van, maybe the caretaker or manager's got a van, and then there's another house and stuff. Anyway, this is a 10 km/h shared zone. It is a little bit uphill, so this will test me out. Anyway, first thing you come to, through the driveway on the right, is the camp kitchen. So we're going to have a look at this. Hopefully it's not too dark in here. It may have a light, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see. Yep, lights are kicking on. Camp kitchen's got all the usual things. Got a barbecue just there, gas powered, cleaning gear for the barbecue, a fridge, sink, kettle, microwave, toaster. It gets cold here, so I guess if you're spending any time in here, they've got the big wood heater, and there's some wood there to light it too, so a nice flash table and a couple of picnic style tables. So it's got all you need in the way of a camp kitchen. So that's pretty cool. So that's the first thing you find. Now, of course, being a caravan park, it has amenities, but before I get to that, There's a nice big grassy sort of a play area. I think you can probably camp in there, I'm not 100% sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if you can do your tent camping and stuff in there. It's a little bit slopey, so there's that. You know, getting into the middle, the guts of the park here, just as you come round to the left, you've got your amenities block. So ladies first, then the gents. And then on the right here is the start of your caravan sites. So that's site 3. I think site 2 is just here next to it. But as we go around, we can see our car. That's cabin 1. That one particular cabin doesn't have any toilet facilities or anything. It's literally just across from the amenities block. Some of the other cabins, I believe, do have facilities. But another cabin over there in the distance. So, not sure how you access that one. Anyway, we have another caravan site here. Not sure if that one's powered or not. There's plenty of powered sites. Bins. You've got more of the cabins here. They actually all look like the studio ones, so you might have to use the amenities anyway. You certainly do in our cabin. But, yeah, these look like unpowered sites on this side. So if you want power, then I'd suggest some of the other ones over to the right, because after you get past the cabins, we're back into sites. Now there's a definitely power lead running off that van. There's a lot of motorhomes, but as you can see, they are fairly decent sized sites. So you can get a decent spot there. They look like they're back onto each other. They are all powered style sites, and these are still unpowered. So coming up towards the top now. Now this is actually a site I'm walking on. The roadway goes around to the left a bit. So you could use them like a drive-through site, depending on how people park. The power box is a fairly standard one, 1790, 4 taps, so I'm assuming it's 4 power points. So it covers the 4 sites around it. So they're all pretty much like that. So you could drive in, assuming there's not people everywhere, and go straight up the right hand side of the site, park, stay connected if you wanted to, and there you go. Got power, water, all the usual stuff that caravan parks have got. So it's not too bad at all. As I said, anything can get in here, because obviously it's bitumen until you get to this place, and their dirt sites there. So that's a typical example of back-to-back site there, where the motorhome's up the front there, and the caravan's been backed in down this end. So that's certainly how you park it if somebody's already in, but otherwise I reckon you can drive in. Off to the left here looks like possibly bigger cabins, and I dare say they have facilities, so they look like they'd be pretty good ones. As I say, Kaz and I are in just a fairly basic one. Now at the time of filming this, it was $108 for the night for us in a cabin. I don't know the rest of the fees. That's what it costs for us as a couple in a cabin. But I dare say, obviously if you bring your van in, the rates are cheaper, or if you're camping. So that pretty well covers as much of it as I can really talk to you about, because I honestly don't think there's a lot more to tell you. But this, as I said, this is the first of the series that I'll be doing. Because like I said in the beginning, Karen and I will be using more caravan parks. So I figure I'll film them for you when I can. Now what is there to do around this area? Well, this is on a road or a touring road called the Falls Way, or the Falls Drive, one of those two. And it takes you from Killarney back up towards Bow Desert, and there's a bunch of waterfalls to look at, a little bit like the Waterfall Way in New South Wales, guys. So there's a bit of that. I'm just staying back so I don't get blasted by sun. As much as it's nice in the sun, it's 3 degrees here this morning. But yeah, so that's a nice touristy thing to do there. Check out the waterfalls. There's walks, hikes, all that kind of stuff in the area. So that's about all I can tell you for hobbies and activities in this area. We're here because we went to the Queen Mary Falls yesterday, and we were late in the day, so we didn't collect firewood, just the way it worked out on our trip on this one. So we didn't get around to collecting any firewood, we didn't buy any firewood. And we thought if we're going to camp somewhere, we're going to freeze. So, and it was after 4 o'clock when we rocked up, so we chose to come literally across the road from the attraction we came to see, which, as I said, was Queen Mary Falls, to the caravan park. Anyway, I've probably rabbited on enough about this one, guys. So, hope you enjoyed this first as the new series, a look at caravan parks, and we'll do more of them, but they won't be in a big hurry because we're not using a lot of caravan parks, but when we do, we'll film them. Hey guys, that'll do. Enough bumping me gums. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do all the YouTubey things at the bottom, like, subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Just click the join button below and you'll see what that's about. But you don't have to, of course. Merch on the website. And we will see you on the next one. All the best from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks Touring Australia. Cheers, guys.